What was your name one more time?
Mo.
Mo, that's right.
My asshole puckered up when you did that.
So did mine. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JB, and I'm here with Mo from Patina Cigars.
Oh, that was while we were rolling?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I set you up.
Oh, that's great. Well, yeah, well, even when you're puckered up, it's still pretty... No,
Goodness gracious.
you know.
Well, I'm here with Mo from Patina Cigars, and today we're going to learn a little bit about them and a little bit about how they got started and a little bit about Mo, which I already know too much, apparently.
Yeah.
And we're going to learn about that all next on the Seal Cigar Review. So, Mo, I've got your. This is a newer cigar to me that was introduced to me the other day.
Yeah.
The Patina Oro de Nicaragua.
Yep.
I really enjoyed smoking this the other day.
Oh.
It was a very good cigar. I don't remember the notes enough to honestly start spitting them out without smoking it again.
Right.
So that's why I'm going to smoke this cigar.
Yeah.
What do you got rocking? You got
Well, right now I got a Maduro that I'm finishing, but I'm about to rock the Habano.
The Habano was the first one I smoked from you guys, man, and that was Brad and I both sat there and smoked that with Brandon the first time I remember him bringing it in, and we were like, "Whoa, bro!"
Yeah.
And we don't smoke Habanos very often,
Right?
And we were like, "Dude, that Habano is great."
Man, thank you. It's all about the brand, right? You know, and it's like, what do you aim for? And balance.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Feng shui and balance. And you know, man, it's whether it's life, right? Any extreme usually leads to some there's an imbalance when you're in extremes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get too extreme this way,
too extreme
too
that
many
way.
Vibrations, not enough vibrations.
Right.
Marking the funky bunch, good vibrations.
Yeah, right. Yes, I remember. We're old enough to remember that. You want to find balance.
Absolutely, that's very important.
And so this equilibrium between flavor, strength, or whatever you want to call it, and just aroma.
Yeah.
All of that together creates an experience for somebody. And cigars are about an experience.
That's one of the things I can say about all of your cigars that I've smoked is there may be one that I would be afraid to hand to like a first-time smoker, but other than that, I think all of your cigars are balanced in a way that newer smokers specifically can enjoy them without being overwhelmed, like you're saying, this way or that way on the scale.
Right.
I've really enjoyed most of them, and I can't wait to get back into this Nicaragua again. But in order to figure out and remember what this Nicaragua tastes like, you know what we got to do, man. We got to cut, light, and
smoke.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Burn to learn.
That's right.
As my buddy
Burn to
says. And
you better trademark that on a t-shirt right now.
I can't. I have to give credit where credit is due. My buddy Dave West came up with that, and I will always give him credit for that.
Dave West. Burn to learn.
Yep.
Dude, what a freaking... So while I'm burning, you do some learning to me here.
Right.
So Mo, what got you started in cigars in general? Before we get to how you even got into Patina, what got you into cigars? Because you had to get into cigars before you got into a cigar business, I would assume.
Yeah, man, absolutely. My brother, my oldest brother.
Okay.
He, so I had moved, so I grew up in the Chicago suburbs.
Okay.
Still live there. Moved down to Tulsa, Oklahoma for a job. So my brother buys me a box of Fuente Hemingway and a humidor, Prometheus, which is a very nice humidor. It was a nice send-off.
Like a God of Fire Prometheus?
No, just a regular Prometheus humidor, and it was kind of like goodbye and good riddance, but here's some, I'm kidding. But, so that's how I got started, was through my oldest brother, and I met my buddy Drew Brandt while I was in Tulsa, who I started the Sultans of Smoke podcast with.
Okay.
This was like we started the podcast in 2014. The podcast is what led me to getting into the industry, and that's how it all started.
Okay.
So within that, we started the Sultans of Smoke, Sultans of Smoke was a review site at first, and then we went into doing the podcast. And remember, not a lot of podcasts at that time.
Yeah, you're right.
Cigars.
You're right. They've blown up since COVID.
Yeah, definitely. And that led us to making a cigar with James Brown, a black label. And James Brown had just bought Oveja Negra at that time.
Okay.
And so we just ran it up. We talk about that guiding hand, right?
Yeah.
And so it was just like all of a sudden, then Black Label takes off, gets huge, right? And we had done these cigars with Black Label, and so they come kind of like a cult classic, if you will, over the past few years. And then, I started Patina in 2017. That was official launch. I mean, the process for Patina started much earlier than that to get it going, but yeah, man, that's kind of how it all started.
Okay.
The podcast and then that cigar and
the industry just sucked you in, dude, from the first cigar box and
yeah.
the good riddance gift your brother gave.
Yeah, right. And as we spoke earlier about being sick, like I was just sick of the corporate world. I knew I didn't really want to do that anymore, and just decided to take a chance on myself. And here
found another way to do it.
Yeah, here we are.
Okay. So what suburb of Chicago? We got a lot of Midwesterners that watch.
Now I live in Orland Park.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the southwest suburb of Chicago.
Close to Naperville?
No, Naperville is like 45 minutes away west.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's about the only area of Chicago I'm really familiar with. I used to run track meets up at North Central. So, yeah, a little bit familiar with. That's kind of like a Scottsdale-y kind of area, you know?
Naperville?
Lambos driving around.
Naperville's very nice. Yeah, Naperville's very nice.
Yeah, I liked Naperville. It was a nice area.
I agree.
So you like staying in Chicago?
Yeah, man. I think it's centrally located.
Fair.
Direct flights everywhere. The winters suck, but as you know, we get a nice deep freeze. We don't get a lot of the critters and stuff like that, you know, in your homes. But yeah, I mean, the winters, especially as you get older, become less and less fun to deal with.
Yeah, bro. I had to get out of it.
Yeah, but you know, it's like I like it because it's me, man. You know, it's where I grew up.
The roots are deep.
Yeah.
You can still hear it in your voice, bro. Like when you started talking about the language thing earlier, I was like, man, it's either Chicago, maybe New York. It could be Massachusetts, but it sounds more Chicago because there wasn't enough twang to be East Coast yet. So I was like, gotta be Chicago. So
definitely,
you Cubs fan or White Sox fan?
White Sox.
Okay.
Yeah.
The rare White Sox. I feel like there's just Cubs fans everywhere.
Oh yeah, everywhere. We're pretty rare, but you know, when your team is historically bad, some people also don't like to admit it. So.
Dude, I grew up in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I think 1952.
The factory of sadness.
Yeah. But you guys had those teams during the 90s that were.
Dude, Tim Couch, bro.
Oh yeah, Tim Couch.
Tim Couch, bro.
The quarterback. Yeah.
That might have been closer to the 2000s, but
him,
goodness gracious,
yeah.
Dude, now you said the Sultans of what was it? The Sultans of Smoke.
Yeah.
Now I can't get Dire Straits out of my head, dude.
Yeah.
We are the Sultans. Dang. So how long has Patina been a brand? How long have you been doing this?
2017, man.
2017.
Yeah,
okay.
About
that's when me and my wife got married.
There you go. See, great things happened that year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I just want to make sure.
She doesn't watch these videos anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, man. 2017. So we've been at it for over 8 years.
Okay. Hey, you make it that long, bro. You're doing something right, even if it's not amazingly right. I don't know either way. But
right.
I love your cigars. You made it 8 years.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a testament, bro.
We're doing it, man. It's a process, dude. Like
dude, this industry's weird.
It's been a process, but it is it's very rewarding, and
that part
nothing I've ever done is as awesome as when you get somebody message you or you're at an event. And we did an event yesterday. There was people that knew each other, hadn't seen each other for a long time, enjoying a cigar together.
Like, oh, bro, you're here today? I haven't seen you down here since whatever.
Right. And, you know, when you get these stories, man, of the cigars bringing people together, no matter what's, I mean, it could be the tariffs, it could be the new California rules, it could be shipments being delayed, shipments being lost, you know, whatever. All of that stress that you deal with to make things go. Like, sometimes I swear to God, I'll walk into a humidor, see the cigars on the shelf, and you're like, man, how did that even happen? Because when you think about the process that it takes to get a cigar on the shelf,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And in between the factory, the agronomy, the factory,
the blending process,
boxes,
even
everything,
the care it takes for that,
everything.
Yeah, dude.
Months and months, dude. Like, the thing is, for me, man, like, I sit months and months on a blend before releasing anything. Sometimes over a year.
Yeah.
Because I want to see.
It's got to age a little bit.
How it evolves.
Yeah.
You know, and cigars smoke differently in different places too. Like, you can't be an Esteli and be like, yeah, this is a banger. This is coming out. No, man, you got to bring it back.
Really?
You got to smoke, because elevations.
I was going to ask you, what elevation is different?
Elevations. The elevation. A cigar in Colorado is not going to smoke the same necessarily as in Chicago.
It's funny. We made a Rain Man joke earlier. You're Rain Man this time, because my next question to you was going to be about cigars never taste the same where you're at. I'm actually, my next video that I've really been thinking about doing when I get some time is I'm going to smoke the same cigar down here and then ride to Flagstaff and smoke a cigar in Flagstaff.
100%.
And explain the difference, because of customers saying that there's certain cigars that sell better in Colorado than they sell here. And I'm like, I wonder if they actually smoke different.
Absolutely, man. Like, I got a customer in Abu Dhabi, in the United Arab Emirates.
Okay.
And when he comes in for the show, he's like, man, it's crazy how these cigars smoke differently here than they do over there. That's a real thing. So yeah, man, like, to make a decision on a blend, you want to smoke in different environments, different places, different.
See, that's something I don't think I've ever really heard a blender or a brand owner really even talk about. Right? I don't think I've ever heard somebody, and whether they do it or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're the first person that I've ever physically or actually sat next to that said, I take my cigars around to different places so that I get this different smoking experience before I make a decision on that, which makes sense.
I'll smoke it while driving. I'll smoke it in the cold. I'll smoke it in heat.
Dude, I didn't even think about smoking it. You're like sitting in the freezer room, like just smoking it. Just
because you got to mimic the conditions.
Well, you live in Chicago, you don't need the freezer room.
Right? Yeah, no, it's just called the garage. But you got to mimic the environments to which the people that buy your cigars are going to be smoking them. You got to smoke without retrohaling. You got to smoke with retrohaling. That's a whole different cigar.
You're right.
That's a whole different cigar. What's your baseline flavor profile without retrohaling?
I don't even know if I could, at this point, I don't even know if I could smoke a whole cigar without retrohaling. I would have to consciously, like...
Yeah, you got to try.
Yeah.
Because it just unlocks such a different level of the experience.
Well, and it's so natural now, and just the way that I smoke a cigar, right? Like,
absolutely. So all of it, man, it all goes into it. So that's a process, man, for sure. But yeah, so that's why I say, like, when you see the cigars on the shelves, you're just like, oh, wow, holy cow, it made it.
Well, and hearing you talk about that, kind of like you can see the reflection in your brand, not only in the quality of cigar that I get every single time that I smoke one, but also in, like you said, the balance and the flavor profiles that each cigar offers. I see that in your brand. I see it in the branding and the way the labels look and the way they look on the cigar and the way they help the cigar pop. Right. You know what I mean? So, like, I see that in everything that you do. So hearing you talk about it even more just solidifies that, you guys do great stuff.
Thank you, man. And that's a testament to the factory, too. So Knox is where all my cigars are made.
That's a great factory, yeah.
And, you know, so that's a testament to them as well. Just in Gus Cura and Trey Oliva and those guys just do an amazing job. But when you're a small brand, bro, everything has to be intentional.
Because otherwise you're wasting.
Yeah, because, dude, people don't know who you are. And they, quite frankly, don't give a crap either, usually. So you're already starting behind the eight ball. So you got to make, you can't really afford to miss. And everything's got to have a purpose, dude. everything. And so you try to be well thought out about everything you do, but not over analyzing to where you paralyze yourself from action.
Yeah.
Right?
You get stuck in that overthinking.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You just got to make a decision and go, man. Yep. Yeah. And we've all been there. No matter what you do for a living, we've all been there to a certain extent in something.
So, let me ask you some one-offs real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the first cigar? The first cigar you ever smoked, I'm assuming, was the one your brother gave you?
Mm-mm.
It wasn't the one your brother gave you?
No.
Okay.
It was a Chateau, Fuente Double Chateau or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first premium cigar I've ever seen.
Double Chateau. Okay. Mine was a vintage 1990 Rocky.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was born in 90. Why not?
Yeah, there you go.
Broadleaf. I knew I was a broadleaf hound from day one, bro.
That's a great rapper.
I'm a broadleaf hound.
That's a great rapper.
What was your first blend that you made with Patina?
The Connecticut.
Dude, Connecticut's pay the bills, man. I tell everybody 100%. That, dude. Connecticut's pay the bills, bro.
You go on social media and you think everybody's a full body smoker, but if you go to any brand, the numbers usually tell a different story.
My top 3 cigars are Connecticut's.
Yeah. Yep.
There's a couple Maduros that are in there, right?
Right.
But there's 3 Connecticut's, now 4, that have not been touched for 6 years.
Yeah, man. It's just it's people who buy boxes typically are mild medium.
I don't smoke them very often.
That's right. But think about a person who smokes multiple cigars a day, right?
Yeah, smoking something really this would be okay, but smoking like an LFD or something really strong would be hard. It's
tougher, the stronger the cigar is. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely that's why box buyers typically are more mild medium.
Mm-hmm.
But not always or necessarily.
Dude, you can't take me anywhere with an ash on a cigar, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I wear it.
Yeah, it's time to dust it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. It's better.
So this for me, little bit of like a burnt caramel, some like nuttiness, little bit of like a woody sweetness. Very, very, like you said though, very balanced. It's not, there's enough pepper to keep you interested and a little bit of spice to tingle the top of the palate, but not enough that, like I said, I could give this to a newer smoker and they're not going to run away and go, oh, that was terrible, or oh, it's burning my nose, or oh, my eyes are watering. Yeah.
I mean, I think the goal is that you want to be approachable for newer smokers, but interesting enough for the veterans. You know what I'm saying?
I think your whole line is like that, outside of maybe the Maduro you just smoked. I think that one sometimes could maybe be a little bit more fuller for some people, but this, I think, which ironically, I would think this would be more fuller.
It should be. To me, that is.
Okay.
It would, but it also depends.
This did sneak up on me when I smoked it the first time.
Yeah, I mean, it just, that you're talking about an Oscuro wrapper.
Okay, so it's an Oscuro. Okay.
Yeah. And then, you put the Sumatra binder under it from Ecuador, which is kind of like a battle between spice and sweetness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is interesting. And then we use Connecticut broadleaf as the Ligero. So you get...
No wonder I like this cigar.
Some of that broadleaf profile subtly.
Yeah, you get a little bit of it.
It's very subtle, but it's like in there. And so...
you get the sweetness from it.
Yeah. And from the binder as well, too. And then you get some of the spiciness from the wrapper. And so that was kind of the intention of that cigar.
Broadleaf Ligero. What's the most interesting tobacco you've worked with? To you, like that you've smoked, like you've been rolling up the little the leaf and you smoked it and you're like, oh, whoa, what the heck is this?
Interesting is different than favorite, right?
Fair.
So if we say interesting,
correct,
there is this new Nicaraguan stuff that the factory's been working on, which we may look to use at some point in one of the blends, which I find very unique. It's very interesting.
Okay.
I was in the factory in June. We smoked some stuff that utilized the tobacco. It was very different, man. And it was like something, you're always looking for like that edge, right? So...
Yeah, this is a very old... This has been done very long.
Yeah, so you're always trying to find, what's your edge, what's something that could differentiate you. You see a lot of guys
different fermentation processes.
Sure,
right?
100%. And there's a lot of, there's different fillers and wrappers that have kind of had their heyday and come and go, and this is popular and that's popular, but if there's so like with trends, right? Like if there's a trend that you think could become a new norm,
The bandwagon starts rolling.
you want to jump on that. But if
Okay.
it's a trend where you think it is just a trend, and what happens at the end of trends? They disappear. Yeah, exactly. So you always got to be careful, like what you try to like jump with or jump on or try to like, okay, or you maybe start your own trend, who knows? But like, yeah, man, that's a delicate balance, bro. Like trying to find interesting stuff, do cool stuff, but also not put yourself in a position where you're like, yeah, nobody smokes this anymore.
Like, nah, this wasn't it.
Yeah, like this is not.
I kind of feel like that's how, not to like throw anybody under the bus, but I feel like that's kind of how the Thunder Smoke was this year
I don't know
for
what that-
CAO.
Okay.
So they had that Arcana series where they had the really interesting tobaccos, and the Thunder Smoke had like Mozambique and Zimbabwe African tobacco, which is actually, in my personal opinion, really good tobacco. But in that particular blend of cigar, it was very funky,
Yeah.
very funky,
I didn't.
very unique, very different.
And that's one thing, man. Like unique could be good or bad,
Right.
depending. And you try to find where what works for you. You know what I mean? And you don't try to be somebody or not. You don't try to like, hey, this is who I am, and this is who the brand is, and this is what it's gonna be. You know, and you hope that people start to identify with it, right? You want your cigar to, when somebody is holding your cigar, you want it to mean something to them.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's big, man. That's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing, to get to that point where, hey, you know what? I'm smoking a Patina. You want it to be in the same vein as I'm smoking a Davidoff. I'm smoking a Padron. I'm smoking a Tatuaje. I'm smoking an Illusion. I'm smoking a, whatever, Foundation or Sock, Dunbar, whatever. You want, those are like goals, man. You want people you want people to feel that way about your stuff.
You want them to take you places too. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Right.
cigars, like I always talk about cigars, like when they're really good, they take you on a journey.
Right.
Right? Like it's really hard for me to not smoke your cigar and not think about the Empire, like New York, right? Like, I mean, with the emblem looking very Statue of Liberty with the hat and stuff, it's hard for me to not think about that. And then when I read Patina, it's hard for me to not look back and remember times where I grew up in my grandfather's automotive shop, looking at all the old cars that he had laying around, being a Mustang collector that had Patina on them, right? Like, so just in the way that the brand is named and portrayed in image takes me somewhere before I even light the cigar.
Right. You want it's like almost like a little bit of a built-in nostalgia.
Yeah.
You start thinking about all the buildings or artifacts that you'd seen with Patina on it, and you're like, oh yeah, man, okay, I know what Patina is. Because I get that a lot, actually. A lot of people don't necessarily know what Patina is. So.
But yeah, cigars, man, they take you somewhere.
Hell yeah, man.
And if they don't, then that's okay too. But man, most of the time, when I smoke a really good cigar that just hits me, man, it takes me places.
Yeah, absolutely.
Takes me for a ride.
That's the best.
I don't know what they're putting in them, but I don't know what kind of ride I'm going on.
Right,
You know what I mean? Somebody's rolling special stogies somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know where, but... Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I hear.
Yeah.
So what's next for Patina Cigars, man? What's your next move? Anything that you want to share, can share? I know there's a cigar that is supposed to be coming out here pretty soon that you guys are kind of excited about.
It's called the Red Pill.
Yeah, okay. Red, okay.
In Red Pill, so for those that don't, a red pill is kind of like an awakening moment that you may have to the truth. Okay, so like maybe something you never thought about, maybe something whatever. So if like we're all living in this like world where we only see what we want to see, right? And a red pill kind of wakes you up and say, hey man, this is really what's going on, right? And one of the biggest red pill moments of my life was when I was working in the consulting world. We were contracted with the FDIC during the global financial crisis. And so I was going around the country closing banks. And, you know, you start like, man, like what happened here? What led to all this? So you start reading about how the financial system works and how money is created and all of this different stuff. And that really changed the way I looked at pretty much everything. Because if you don't know, I think one of the saddest things then is when I see all these people arguing about politics and stuff like that. And it's like, man, if you don't know how money works, none of that, how money's created, how money works, how money flows, like none of that stuff matters. And it's all just a function of money.
The machine, bro.
Of money.
Yep. Yeah. The machine.
So that was a huge wake-up call, man. And I think there's some stuff with the branding that plays into that I haven't shown yet, but when people get the box and they open it, they'll see.
Okay.
Dang. But yeah, dude, I think
that's a big red pill to swallow, dude. Because like,
I mean, if someone is watching this and they're like, dude, I have no idea what this guy's talking about. like if you don't realize, my thing is if you don't understand how money's created, if you don't understand how things like quantitative easing and interest rates and all of these things have affected your life, and if you don't think they apply to you, they absolutely do.
I haven't heard that word in a minute, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean these are things that change the trajectory of our entire financial standing.
The way everything moves.
Yeah, man, and people are like, oh man, we're $37 trillion in debt. Well, how do we get there? Well, I don't know, because government spends like crazy. Well, why is the government in debt anyway? Nobody can tell you that because they don't know.
And who are they really in debt to?
Exactly. Well, you need to research, you need to find out, and you need to know how money is created.
God, we could go down a whole nother rabbit hole for that. So I'm gonna leave it at that one on that part. But dude, that's a big story. That deserves a cigar.
Yeah, no,
100%.
No,
that deserves a cigar.
Yeah, these are things that you just get sick of the nonsense, man. You get sick. I'm sick of people arguing. Yeah, I'm sick of people arguing with each other over trivial things, man. It's like, all right, let's start dropping some truths now. I gotta do my part,
man. Hey, and a cigar lounge is a good place to start, bro. That's for sure.
It's either going to be like, man, this guy's awesome, or this guy's an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, F this guy.
You're just sitting there smoking a red pill in a cigar lounge, and then these guys start going, and you're just like, you guys both need one of these.
Yeah, right. Let
me tell you a little story.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you what really... You know, it's one thing... You know, because everybody's called conspiracy theorists, but whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it's one thing when us idiots think that things are going on, but then somebody that actually has been in the inside goes, nah, man, this stuff really is going on, dude.
It's
you don't understand.
It's ugly, man. I mean, there are things I want to say. I'm not going to say them, but yeah, I mean, it's like I'm packing
plenty of heat, but I don't want to have to use it if we have to, bro.
Yeah, no, it's you just... Yeah, enough, man. It was like, after the things that I'm starting to see again now,
it makes even more sense.
Yeah, you know, when beef costs are up 50% over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, electricity in some places is up over 400%.
Insurance just went up 15%.
Insurance is up. Food costs across the board. You know, you have restaurants now. The National Restaurant Association came out and said that restaurants may need to increase their prices by 30% to survive. No one's eating out anymore.
30%. It used to sometimes be cheaper to go get a cheeseburger for $1.
100%.
Right?
Yeah. No,
but not anymore. $5, no.
No. And, you know, and then you look at even within the cigar industry, you know, we've experienced inflationary pressures and things like that. So it's, you know, why do we have these things? Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but, you know, sound money is a big part of it.
So is there like a book out there or anything that you would recommend people read if they're more interested in going, those people that said, I don't know what this guy's talking about, but maybe I want to know what this guy's talking about?
I would... Those would probably be like more in the lounge type conversation.
I tried to pull something out.
You know, I did a podcast with some guys, and off the air I said, hey, you guys should read some of these. And so
Have you read Behold a Pale Horse by William H. Cooper?
I have not read that, but I do know who he is.
Bro, you got to read that book.
And I know I know the things that he was saying.
Yes, sir.
I watched a documentary about him, but a very interesting guy.
Oh,
but
crazy story.
Yeah, crazy story.
So if you read it,
Arizona, actually.
Yeah. He was out here in the desert. If you want to read it though, try to find a version of it printed before 91, like right around 91, because after that they're redacted. So you got to find the old print. It was hard, but I found one, and I'm pretty sure it came from a government bookstore that put me on a list.
Yeah, there's it is what it is, man.
Hey, but those are the fun things. Like you said, those are the reasons we do this. These are the reasons that you go to lounges all across the country.
Yeah.
And the guys that represent you, like Cigar Mechanic that's here, the broker that helps us get your guys' cigars.
Yeah.
That's why they love coming in and sitting in cigar lounges, man. And that's why we do the things that we do that don't make us ridiculous amounts of money like some of these other things that we're talking about.
Dude, like, it's funny, man. People are like, oh, I'm going to start a cigar brand.
Yeah, how much money you want to make?
How much money you want to lose?
Right.
You
gotta make $1 million. You gotta have what, two? Is that what they
that's
say?
the saying. It's just understanding what you're getting into. I mean, it's a business that takes a lot of capital and what I call like purgatory capital. Meaning you have a lot of stuff sitting in inventory. You're paying for a lot of stuff ahead of time before you could actually make your money back. So it's
that factory ain't rolling cigars a lot of times without getting cash in hand.
Yeah,
they're not starting at least. Yeah, 100%.
So it's but that's what it is. It's interesting, man. There's a lot to be said, a lot to be learned. I hope people. That's the purpose of that cigar. I hope people take the time to really understand how the world works without hating their fucking neighbor. Okay, like your neighbor's not the problem.
Bro, we just had literally a block from here. Two family members shoot each other, and one of them died, and one of them's in the hospital.
Yeah,
like family members over what?
Right. It's nuts.
But I'll ask you this last question because you said something earlier that sparked it, and then we'll wrap it up on that. But your favorite places to smoke cigars, right? Because we said it's different, right? So in the States and out of the States, where are your two favorite places? Like what state, and then where out of state are your two favorite places to smoke a cigar? Your favorite cigar specifically.
Oh man, I never thought about that.
I know, come on.
I really don't know.
I had to hit it.
It's not about where you are, it's who you're with.
That's fair.
That is
that matters more than I would agree.
That is the most important thing. It's who you're with. Like when I'm on the road with Cigar Mechanic, everything sucks. Even like, just kidding. Just kidding. It matters. It matters who you're with more than anything, for sure. That is the most important, and that's why I always tell people, man, take the time. Like if you have buddies, if you have a parent, siblings that smoke cigars, man, make some time, sit down together, have a cigar, man. Just
might learn something about grandpa you never knew before,
right? Man, just enjoy some time together, man. Like don't live in this world of pure
BS.
Yeah, like actually like have real friendships and real relationships. That's
the
important.
world's too consumeristic.
Right.
What are you doing for me? And if you're not doing something for me, what am I doing with you?
Exactly. 100%. That's it. So.
With that, guys, that's been Mo from Patina Cigars, and a little bit of an education about Patina Cigars and what they do and the kind of cigars that they make. And I think having a conversation with him today has not only, if it hasn't already solidified that Patina makes great cigars, I hope it has now. Because that conversation for me, if anything, just doubled up what I already thought about your business and your brand. So
thank you, bro.
I thank you for coming and sitting down and sharing a cigar with me and talking about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And man, it was nice. It was nice
man.
to finally meet you, for sure.
Likewise, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
The pleasure is mine.
Absolutely.
And I want to say thank you because, and I say this to a lot, without guys like you, nobody hears about brands like Patina. You guys give us a platform that allows us to reach people we wouldn't normally reach, right? And so guys like you allow us to grow our brands and to try to enrich the community, the cigar community, right?
Yeah.
And the way you guys do it, and the videos that you put out and the education that you put out. I mean, these things are crucial, man, because cigars are not just like they really are an art form. I mean, this really is, dude, and it's awesome to be able to share it. And thank you for that.
Well, and I think when people like you come on too, I think it gives people even a better reason to support the brand.
You hope so, right?
Well, yeah,
like, I mean,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
so when people learn who you are and learn that your brand isn't just some cigars that you're out there pimping, right? Like,
no,
this is really personal to you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And everything that you do is moving in a particular way, and a lot of times that resonates with people, man, and that can help help brands a lot, man.
That's the goal, man. That's the goal.
It was a good time having you, man.
Thanks, bro.
I'll probably have you on again next time you're around. Or if I see you around somewhere, I might start getting out and about more often. You might see me around. Probably not in Chicago. Sorry.
It's a great place.
I don't know if I'm going to go to Chicago, but
it's a wonderful place.
Maybe when they turn the river green.
Oh, yeah. St. Patty's Day.
But that, guys, I'm going to let Mo get out of here. I got to get back to work. You guys take it easy.
Thank you, guys.